And this stream kind of annoys me because you can kind of see more of a true side to her. Like,
yeah, she's all like, she's look at that face. Hold on. What kind of face is this? She looked like a fish. What fish is that? What fish is that? Almost like the fish that be on the bottom that look up. Either this is Dory's fish, flat face ass. That one, or she's the fish that goes, is it a flounder that's on the floor and got one eye on the top? You know the one that was bullying SpongeBob ass? The one that was bullying SpongeBob. That's who she looked like. Respectfully though. Haley Bailey officially crossed the line. Video by Coco Crazy. Coco Crazy. Coco Crazy going crazy. I heard she just graduated from high school. You telling me she was in high school this whole time? I thought that she was like 21. I thought she was like, I knew she was young. I thought she was like 21. 20, like 20, 21, 22. Something like that. It's been a minute since we reacted to a Coco video. Coco finna go crazy. Grab your snacks, grab your popcorn. We did the last Haley Bailey video she did on her, and a lot of y'all rocked with me on that. So if you're back here, subscribe, hype my video. I appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in. Without further ado, let's get straight into it.
She been comment me.
oh, guess who had to change their angle yet again because you guys keep bullying me over it? Me. My last video, I lowered my angle and I still got comments saying that it was a dream.
Someone gotta tell her, Coco, if you watching this, I'm gonna speak for the people. This is a dream angle. I know they've been saying that it's a dream angle. And I said, even I think my very first video I reacted to you, I said, why is she looking like that? Respectfully, you just doing this. Look, it's like your eyes are like this. Coco, look at me. You see me? You're like doing this. And when you're talking, you're going like this. Do you see how it's kind of just, you know? All we saying is not camera angle. It's your body. Twist that motherfucker this way and just do this, Coco. I promise we still gonna rock with you. No matter what angle you use, we just saying. If you want to fully understand what people are talking about, they saying this. Tell your body.
Angle. But none of this is that important because we need to talk about someone I've talked about quite a bit on this channel, and that someone is Haley Bailey. Now, Haley Bailey is someone I've covered for about 2 years now because I covered the Met Gala drama a little while ago, as well as more recent ones, but as time has gone on, people have slowly began to turn on her more and more. And in this video, I'm going to be updating you guys on the many different situations she's been involved in, such as the lawsuit with her husband, as well as a recent interview that has sparked tons of backlash, as well as other recent situations. Sit back, get ready, there's a lot to get into, and we're gonna get into it right now. Now, before the Met Gala controversy, there wasn't really a lot of hatred towards Haley Bailey, but after it, it sparked more outrage towards her in general, even though people kind of moved on from that fairly fast. Then the next controversy I covered a little while ago was when people became mad because she made a TikTok where she seemed to like come forward about her made-up boyfriend, William. Because at the time, other women were posting TikToks calling out disgusting men that had done disgusting things to them in their lives, and a lot of people thought that she was kind of hopping on this and making it kind of like a trend.
So I just broke up with my boyfriend, William, and...
I'm sorry, that was weird as fuck from Haley, but look, does that mean that you was probably the most popular person at school? That must make you the most popular. They like, yo, she got a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, I'm just daydreaming. You cool as shit in my books. You got all, and she probably finna turn 18 soon. So she finna get paid her money off of this. You know, they probably hold your money from YouTube until you're of age. You probably cool as shit. They like, oh yeah, there go Coco. There go Coco. Look at her, look at her. They probably making rumors. It probably, actually, it wasn't, you probably were cool, but it probably was like, you know, niggas was really hating on you. So I feel for you. It was probably hella rumors about her. She's mean as fuck. They just jealous. They never knew you.
My non-disclosure agreement
expired.
So I guess today Haley Bailey woke up and decided that this week she will be capitalizing off of exploiting women's trauma by taking her I'm Dating a Billionaire series and finally putting it to rest by turning it into one of those coming forward about who I dated series.
And she eventually responded to that, and she actually ended up commenting under one of my videos, and this was kind of a long time ago. I remember that she said that she based William off of a disgusting man in her life, and that she didn't mean to like use this for like a funny or unserious reason. So that was basically her response to that situation. But since then, Haley Baylee has been far from non-controversial. A lot of people do not like her. Like, there's a lot of TikToks hating on her with like over 1 million likes. Like, there is seriously a lot of people that have disliked her over the years.
I think the one thing that most people really don't know about me is how I got this New York City apartment and kind of the lore behind it, and how it changed my
money. TikTok. Who are you? I didn't know who she was. I'm just gonna just guess. TikTok.
my life. So let's talk my New York City apartment. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you first saw me when I did the apartment tour with Caleb Simpson.
And it has happened yet again. People are mad at Haley Baylee for a multitude of reasons, but one is due to a recent interview as well as a TikTok where she talks about how much she pays for an apartment. Now, the original reason Haley Baylee was canceled was because people claimed she was out of touch because she used a sound that said, "Let them eat cake" while wearing a dress, and a lot of people thought that she was mocking people who could not afford a lot of different things like groceries or any basic necessities.
So I remember that video going viral because Caleb Simpson asked if he could tour my apartment. So I did an entire tour with him thinking like, okay, this isn't really going to do much. It'll be like a fun thing to show people one day. And then I think within the first like 5 hours, the video had 50 million views, and I had never seen
I can only pray for times like that. Please hype my video up.
numbers like that before in my life.
But after she went viral, she started going on interviews and clarifying that that particular house didn't necessarily belong to her because she was broke and she wanted a way for her to raise money because she was about to get kicked out of her apartment.
Now, once again, Haley Baylee has her list of controversies, and the most recent one, aside from this one that I've talked about, is the lawsuit, which is kind of disturbing. So kind of semi-trigger warning for that because...
Okay, I'm sorry. I know I said it, how she got money, but how is she famous? Someone break this down to me. How is she famous? Tell me. And what did she do? I'm like sitting here like, what did she do?
It is like private information. It's a lawsuit over private information that she shared about her husband, but we'll get into that later because there are some updates. But this one in particular was brought up by the YouTuber Kelly, and go check out her channel. I credited her for this specific topic because she brought up a really good point where Haley kind of contradicts herself when she talks about her apartment in multiple different interviews.
And she also added that her ex-husband, even though they were divorced at that time, even though they're still divorced, but even though they were divorced, he co-leased the apartment with her and she was still on his phone plan even after they got a divorce.
I had 2 weeks left on an apartment that I could not afford. My ex-husband was rich. Like, that man worked harder than anyone. I was calling my mom. I was like, do I move home with you? Do I find a place? And then suddenly I went viral for the one thing that I literally can't afford. Like, how do I get this apartment back? I remember long calls on the phone with my ex-husband, who was eventually kind enough to co-sign. He didn't put money. He was like, this is you. And then I remember the calls with my mom being like, okay, this is the money I have in savings. It's enough to release this for 1 year. But if I don't make this happen, I will be in a bad financial position.
So it seems to be that in former TikToks, because one went mega viral.
Is there something wrong with that? Is there something I'm missing?
Where she talked about how like she used her TikToks to be able to afford the apartment. But in an interview, she claims that her husband was just paying for it. And in other interviews, she seems to kind of imply that, well, she was the one that kind of took out a loan for it. So she's just contradicting herself a little bit. And we're all human. We all do that. But it definitely is a little bit strange. And the apartment is incredibly expensive. So it does make sense that you would have to do things in order to get there, obviously. But I don't understand why she's saying so many different things at once.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the greatest guy in the world, too. Just the greatest guy.
So, and how long y'all married for, if I can ask?
7 years.
What the?
Okay, so yeah, I forgot. So I saw this last time. She was married to an NFL player. That's how she had money, right?
Yo. What the? Sorry.
No, the lore goes deep. Yeah.
Man, this is so interesting to me.
Now let's get into a very recent controversy involving her, where Haley went on a live stream with another live streamer and shared very private information about her husband. And if you know, you know. If you don't, well, you're about to know. So the live stream got a lot of attention. It actually ended up making headlines. And it was because of the details that Haley shared that, well, I don't think I would recommend sharing about someone that you used to share a very, very special relationship with. Because obviously this guy was her ex-husband, who she claimed, and
Yeah, we watched this in the first one. Go tap into my other one. That one did numbers. It did pretty well for me. Y'all like that one. Go tap
This
on
interview, as well as TikToks and all of these other different clips, that they are super good and that they've always got along, that he's the greatest person ever, but he is suing her, so I wouldn't say that relationship is as good as she has implied, at least not right now.
Yeah, and like we were like best friends, but we just eventually, like, he really wanted kids, like really young, and I wasn't ready, and we had like a couple other issues, and we were just like, we should just be friends. And we were like, okay, we shared a lawyer. Like, I was on his phone plan until like a couple years ago.
To say that the live stream is an uncomfortable watch would be a massive understatement, because Haley starts it off by going, oh, I'm on his phone plan, or I was on his phone plan. We have a super good relationship. The breakup, well, it wasn't a breakup, it was a divorce, but the divorce was like super, super chill. Like, we didn't fight. It wasn't something like that. Like, we just kind of mutually agreed to separate, and it starts off pretty calm, but then she goes into more and more detail, and the chat starts to go crazy.
Like, we're just like very chill people.
But like, you can talk about this?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay, I don't want to overstep. You know?
No, you're fine.
Wait, so okay, so you get married. And that was very early into the relationship as well. So that's like kind of like a risk, right? It's like,
very much so.
Is this the honeymoon phase, or is this like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I also didn't know, because like I was 21, and I was like a 21, not like how you are now, where like you've had life experience, whatever. I was very like goody two shoes.
Now, at first, it seems like Haley doesn't want to directly say the reason, for obviously privacy reasons, but she implies that she was not aware of something because she was too, I don't want to say innocent, I feel like that's not the right way to put it, but something like she hadn't had enough experiences and she wasn't really just ready for this. But
even when she said this the other time, I didn't even realize what she actually, like, why she said this part of what she said. I didn't even, it went straight over my head, clean over my head.
Could mean so many different things. I remember saying this the last time I talked about this. A lot of the chat was calling him gay. They're like, he was probably gay, like something like that. But that was not it. So until she directly stated it towards the end, there was plenty of room for speculation. So it literally was the fact that she directly said this that would cause so much like hate and so much harassment towards the guy and his new wife.
Because I was so scared of like making the wrong decision.
Right.
Yes. I like never did drug, never any of those.
I look what people are saying. They like NFL player, by the way. Y'all can't even really read it. NFL player, by the way, bro, WTF, a beautiful 33. Crazy, she's 33. Holy NFL player. Bro is late. NFL offensive lineman, big guy. Insane. To use Ice Spice, don't use Ice Spice lyrics defining me.
Things. I was a virgin till marriage. I did all of those things. Yeah, I was like the yeah. So then I got married.
What?
Yeah.
And it is very annoying that she ended up sharing the private information because, like, once again, there's so much speculation that could be made here. I mean, do I think the husband liked that she even talked about this in the first place? Probably not. But, like, right now, I mean, I could literally think anything. Like, sometimes if you're too young, you get married too young, you just don't want to be in this relationship the rest of your life. There's nothing really against him. That makes sense. Like, it could be something like that. So she easily could have given him privacy and not led to the harassment. I don't know entirely why. I saw a lot of comments under videos discussing this, and a very popular opinion was that she just desperately, like, wants some type of, like, attention and validation from this streamer. Once
Nigga, I thought that was Clav. What the
again, not my opinion. I just saw a lot of comments saying that. That seems to be what a lot of people thought.
And it was great. And then
what's so crazy to me is that you was together for 7 years.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't like just like one of those like you just got married and it's
we
like
never fought.
You broke up 3 months later because that was just like a little like young thing y'all did. It was just stupid. Like, it was actually dead ass.
We were
like,
trying to like do the damn thing.
Wow.
Yeah. But then like
fully putting in work. Like
fully. Yeah.
Wow.
This is crazy just because I seen her. Well, I don't know. I've never seen her on social media, but like the clips that's always used in like of her. She get in front of Marlon, start acting a little bit softer, start acting a little bit like, oh yeah, I mean yeah, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Start doing this with her hair. Get in front of a guy you think, when a girl get in front of a guy they think is attractive, you like, hold on, you was just rah back there all day. What happened to all of that?
So after college, did y'all like move in together? Like what was that like?
Yeah, well, here, wait. I'm gonna type something on my phone that the stream can't see.
Okay, cool.
But that'll put it into perspective.
And you can tell how much in the stream she truly wants to say it. And I understand, like, it is kind of crazy. It's a crazy situation. I can totally understand why she would want to say it. But sometimes, I mean, especially if you have a platform this big, you just gotta keep it to yourself. Maybe share it with, like, friends or something. I don't really know how that works. I mean, yeah, it's a little mean to share it with friends. I wouldn't want, like, my ex-husband sharing details about me. So maybe don't do that either. But you get what I mean. Like, I feel like it's kind of semi-obvious the consequences that would happen from this. Like, she's famous, he's semi-famous. Of course, there's going to be harassment involved if you share something this personal. And if you guys don't
sing
know,
for real?
Semi-famous. Of course, there's going to be harassment involved if you share something this personal. And if you guys don't know, well, you'll know very soon.
It's insane.
Is she talented or not?
And this stream kind of annoys me because you can kind of see more of a true side to her. Like,
yeah, she's all like, she's look at that face. Hold on. What kind of face is this? She looked like a fish. What fish is that? What fish is that? Almost like the fish that be on the bottom that look up. Either this is Dory's fish, flat face ass. That one, or she's the fish that goes, is it a flounder that's on the floor and got one eye on the top? You know the one that was bullying SpongeBob ass? The one that was bullying SpongeBob. That's who she looked like. Respectfully, though.
I said this before, but imagine if the roles were reversed. For those who do not know, what she typed on her phone was very, very likely describing, obviously, why the marriage didn't work out, and it's because apparently his you-know-what size was too big, that the act of intimacy, if I can put it that way, was very, very painful, which is understandable why that, like, would result in a divorce, but like once again, that's something that you would probably want to keep private. Like, I would be so embarrassed if I was in a relationship with someone and then they went on a live stream and talked about like how I looked, if you know what I mean. Like, that is not something we needed to share.
Like dead ass?
Dead ass.
But
like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
for how long?
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up.
Our whole marriage.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dead
Shut
ass.
the fuck up.
Dead ass.
Shut the fuck up.
But I was gonna try. I was gonna try it all. Yeah. Therapists, doctors.
You're lying.
Not even lying. Looked up like lipo type shit.
Like, she wanted to say that so bad. She was geeking before she even typed her phone. You didn't have to say, I'm gonna show you something on your phone. You didn't have to say none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, who said booty hole? What? Who said booty hole? Chat, you're tripping. But like, why did you say this? And like, this means there's something wrong with you, right? This means there's something wrong with her. Am I right? Chat, am I right? Something wrong with her. Because he's with a family right now. Wife, kids, whatever, right? She's perfectly fine with whatever they got doing intimately. So that means there's something wrong with you. You are more the weird one. Not the weird one. I don't want to say that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's perfectly fine for somebody else.
You know?
And this, I believe, is the part where a lot of the chat believed that he might be gay, or they were speculating stuff like that, and a lot of them were making very rude and nasty comments. So already Haley was causing a bit of a ruckus in the chat and already kind of stirring up some discussion involving this private relationship or this private intimacy, but she would only go further.
I mean, like,
What? What the fuck?
That's why it's like not trigger. It's like kind of funny. It's like my life is a comedy and it writes itself.
But like, okay, he was okay. I don't want to
No. Yeah.
Was this like? Was that was the biggest factor?
Yeah, the biggest factor. Yes.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like love him, but he's my homie. You know.
But no chance, like no shot.
And as Haley began to narrow it down, eventually, obviously, the chat found out because she would just straight up say it towards the end, and obviously, the people watching would go crazy. The wife of the husband ended up getting all these like nasty images sent to her on Instagram. Do not harass her for obvious reasons. Do not harass the ex-husband as well. He, of course, was harassed as well. And a lot of people were kind of insensitive about it. They're like, oh, he won the game. Like, he got it all. And it's just like, guys, you don't realize that, like, this is like private information. Like, his wife is now being harassed. Like, they're describing her, like, her in disgusting ways. I'm not going to go any further, but I mean, there was definitely a lot of harassment that resulted in this, which I know that Haley likely did not intend that to happen for obvious reasons, and everyone makes mistakes, but like sometimes you just got to be really careful when you're sharing stuff like this. And sometimes I just feel like it's common sense, man or woman, not to share private, intimate facts, especially about your partner. I mean, about anyone, obviously.
No, because it was like he like he's like 0.01% of the population.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah. I just found the right one. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You tried though?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
of course. We tried
impossible?
everything. Impossible. Like unless it, you know, you're gonna be in tears. Type shit.
And it kind of annoys me how she keeps going like type shit.
Me and Coco on the same wavelength. I said type shit, she said type shit. Coco, shout me out. Follow me, please. Tell your subscribers to rock with my channel. Please. We on the same wavelength. What am I doing?
Every time she says something, I don't know why. It's just like the way she's like, my life is a comedy and stuff. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, once again, Haley Baylee, at least when she commented on my video, like, I know I've brought this up too many times, but like, she seemed really friendly. I mean, she was really nice, but like, I don't know, Haley, this is kind of disappointing. Like, I mean, like, imagine someone went and talked about you in a live stream and talked about that part of you and was like, 1% of the population type shit. Yeah, my life is a comedy. It's like, bro, what about me? Like, why are you sharing this about me? Keep it private. Keep it to your therapist.
Yep.
That's lucky one of the craziest stories I've heard.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm not even trolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
She is, she's pissing me off. Yup. Yup. I just said it. Yup. Yup. Like, you're pissing me off. You're not a 30-year-old. You acting like you're 17. Yep.
The trauma I can't put on the internet. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
That's crazy.
My mom like apologized after. Oh, of course. I'm very close to my family.
Yeah.
And like we had talks about it, like trying to figure out what to do with him and I, with her, with everybody. And my mom was like, I'm so sorry, I never thought to warn you that maybe that... I'm like, how would you even know?
Yeah.
Like, how would one even anticipate that could ever be an issue?
Wow.
Yeah, but it was like,
that's
just
like
so random.
It's like 0.1% chance that would ever happen.
Like
Like, actually,
less
like,
than that,
yeah.
And like doctors
so
agree type things. Like, it was like, this is just
No, I'm
bad
guessing
luck.
you tried
Everything. You can try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And after...
Huh? See, you shouldn't have said it, because now I'm going to go back and watch it. Right? Lock in.
I'm guessing you tried
everything. You can try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And after the harassment that the ex-husband received as well as his wife, his current wife, he ended up once again suing her. Like, he is currently suing her, and Haley would make one comment on it.
You know for a fact he's suing her based off he feels uncomfortable. He probably wouldn't have sued her. But his new wife, oh yeah, you getting sued. You getting sued. You off my she probably didn't even know she was on my phone bill. Now everybody know you over here talking to everybody. Everybody think that you on my phone bill. They knew you was on my phone bill and that I co-signed and everything. My new wife didn't have my finances information. But now you over here running your mouth over here. I gots to sue you. She found out. I gots to sue you to really show that I despise you now.
But obviously she didn't like make a TikTok or anything talking about it because she's smart enough to know that that would not end well. She likely wants as little attention as possible on this particular matter, but she did make a comment, and I remember reading an article, and she basically was just saying that she was hurt by this and then the lawsuit will cause more pain for everyone. And she didn't really say that she like regretted the comment or anything, but that could have something to do with like legal stuff. I don't know how it works, don't come for me, but that was basically her comment. She was like, this will hurt more people if you sue me, basically. And that's kind of a rude way to put it. Like, she didn't put it that bluntly and rudely, but that's basically what she said.
It has sadly come to my attention that a video of me bullying another girl has made its way online. I have never been so disappointed in myself for the way that I acted. It's my job as a creator.
Is this fake? Is this fake? This not a real apology. It's not a real thing.
Especially a female creator to lift others up. To see a video of me bringing this girl down just breaks my heart because I'd rather have you see it from me and not a vlog page. I've included the video.
And Baylee is someone who makes joke apologies a lot. A lot of influencers do that to kind of mock the obviously ones that release bad ones, like James Charles and his recent situation. I apologize. Some of you did ask me to cover him, but I had a test and I had to prepare for some stuff, so I knew.
No, you good. You good, pass. Graduate. You needed to graduate. You done now. So you better spin the block. Get to that James Charles. Actually, no, you don't have to. Y'all, if y'all want to see that, I already covered it on my channel. Come tap in with me.
I would be kind of late to that, and a lot of other creators covered it, but I do appreciate it that you guys wanted to hear that from me. But yeah, to summarize my opinion on James Charles in that situation, it's like his 100th time getting canceled. No matter what he gets canceled for, he seems to always somehow remain relevant, and I feel like, I don't know, like, this guy is never going away. That's basically what I feel like, and it just annoys me because, like, he deserves the backlash. That was a nasty video to make, but, like, let's be honest, he's going to be around forever. Like, I don't know what to do, but I feel like the same backlash, because people act the same way every time he releases an apology and then everyone moves on. Like, I don't know, like, what's going to change. That's kind of my opinion on that. Like, I wish, like, he could get banned or something that would actually lead to him, like, having consequences rather than being canceled and then forgotten that he was canceled the 100th time.
I just landed somewhere for a super secret shoot, but because I can't tell you that yet, let's do an edition of the things my ex-boyfriend did. And I still stayed. Yes, I'm aware some of these are very foul and I should have seen it coming, but you know, when you're in love, you're dumb. Let us begin. After about a year of dating, I asked him what my middle name was and he didn't know. He didn't even have a guess.
Wait, if you were married for 7 years, when did they divorce? Oh, that leaves like, and you are 30, married at what? 20. That means these people that I still stay. You're talking about high schoolers, or you're talking about the past year, which means you had multiple boyfriends in like a year, or like a year or two or something like that. Because you're 31. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who could you be talking about? These got to be made up or something.
During the first 6 months that we were dating, he secretly talked to a woman, FaceTimes, text messages, hangouts, and I knew nothing about it until I saw it all in his phone.
Now let's get into the final situation and its updates involving Baylee, and this is a very, very big and long one, so get ready. We've talked about it a little bit before, but there's definitely more to get into. Basically, Baylee ended up dating this one influencer, and, well, a lot of horrible things came out of it.
In the deleted. When I saw that a particular girl's text messages were under hide alert, he continued to tell me that he must have fallen on his phone, and that's why the alerts were hidden. This man was literally on his hands and knees, begging me, looking me in the eyes, crying, telling me that that's what happened. When he met my parents for the first time, he drank a whole bottle of whiskey that day. And when I questioned him about it, he said that I shouldn't be able to control what he drinks and that he is an adult. He would follow so many girls on Instagram and like so many girls' photos that I had to download a tracker for the things that he liked just to check if he was lying to me about them. And he was always lying to me about them. That should have been my sign. I should have just, Whenever we would film a video together, he would make sure to make my life a living hell unless I tagged him. And even when I did tag him, he asked me to pay him to be in my videos.
And Baylee has made a few TikToks where she calls out this man, and she has gone into detail about how he cheated on her in disgusting ways, and it's honestly pretty depressing to listen to. I'm not even going to lie. It is pretty devastating, and I do feel bad for her in these scenarios. Obviously, I don't want to victim blame her in any way. This man is evil, and I'm also incredibly sorry for what the other TikToker experienced as well, because once again, both of these situations are beyond disgusting. And Baylee actually ended up making multiple TikToks, and since she filmed TikToks with him in the past, a lot of people easily figured out who this guy was. And Baylee even did respond to some comments on old TikToks with him, confirming 100% that it was this guy. And some of you are probably wondering, how is this a situation? It's just very, very tragic. Well, it's a situation and semi-controversy because another influencer would call her out, because apparently this other influencer actually dated this man before and made multiple TikToks where she claimed she told Baylee.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm locked out right now. I'm actually getting locked out. This man, TikToker, other man, influencer, what? Maybe if I just listen harder, it'll all click.
All about the disgusting things he did. Baylee agreed to break up with him knowing how horrible he was, and then Baylee basically ghosted this girl and decided to just continue dating him.
I heard the girls were doing this and I just have so much I want to say. So welcome to a day in the life with your boyfriend from hell. This story begins a day before because you have been traveling a ton for work, you have been so busy, and you are absolutely exhausted. And you and your boyfriend have plans to go to this amazing place together. You've called a bunch of people, you have paid money, he said he would go, and then he ends up ditching you. You're like, what in the world? We literally had plans. You said yes 6,000 times before I paid money, before I waited on call for 2 hours. What's going on? He blames it on work, so you're like, okay, I'm really upset, but he promises though that he will make it up to you. So you spend the entire day with your friends instead because your boyfriend never showed up, but you're still excited to see him when you get home.
And Haley has since talked about her boyfriend less, but there was a time where she made quite a few TikToks detailing like the horrible things he did, and once again, he's disgusting in every possible way, and that's how we have to be careful in this scenario, because yes, I completely agree that it is very, very troubling that she seemed to ignore what that girl had said. I'm not trying to victim blame at the same time either, though, because sometimes can manipulate people a lot, and that's, once again, I hate when people victim blame. Like, it is my least favorite thing, and I would never want to, like, ever be a creator who ever victim blames any woman or any man in a terrible situation. So that's why I'm really careful on this particular topic, because I understand that there are two victims in this situation, and there's obviously, like, Haley did do wrong things in this particular situation, but that doesn't mean that she isn't a victim, if that makes sense.
The second you land, you call your boyfriend and you say, hey, I really want to see you. Where are you? And he says he has work, which is a little weird because he's never once really worked in front of you. So you have no idea what he could actually even be working on, but that's besides the point. Around like 10:30 at night, he's finally done with work and he comes over. You order him food because he never pays for food himself, and you eat the food and then you go to bed. In the morning, you wake up because you're so happy to have finally slept in your own bed and gotten a good night's sleep, and you roll over to cuddle with your boyfriend. But he springs out of bed and says he has to get to work, which again doesn't really make sense because what would that work be? He tells you that he needs to film, even though he's not a content creator. So you're just confused, but you're like, okay, I guess go get your work done and I will see you later. You're excited though, because he did say that he was gonna make it up to you for missing the entire weekend that you spent money on and prepared for. So you're texting him throughout the day how excited you are to see him, all the plans that you wanna do, all the things that you wanna do that evening. Every time you invite him over, he keeps saying, I'm busy with work, I'll come later. So you're like, okay.
But at the same time, obviously, you should still respect the opinion of the influencer who has called Haley out, as well as the boyfriend, whose name is Jamie. We will be looking at her TikToks very, very soon.
Oh my goodness.
Because I understand the frustration of telling someone about all the horrible things you went through, them being like, oh yeah, I understand, I'm leaving him, and then kind of ghosting you and just continuing to date that person. So once again, I think there's two victims in this scenario. Please don't come at me with pitchforks. I just think that obviously, Haley obviously did do a lot of things wrong, but there
is he doing that? So of course you ask him and he responds by saying you are crazy, you are looking into things too much, and that nothing is going on. He's not talking to anyone else and he would never do that. So you're like, okay, that's sketchy, but I'm going to believe you. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you're done for staying.
So many girls.
Now the other person, Jamie, who was another ex of this man, ended up releasing a few TikToks, but one of the most viral in her series discussing this man and Haley in particular was this one. Here is what the TikTok says. When you warn an influencer about the guy in her recent TikToks, talk to her for hours about how he traumatized you. She agreed he was a bad guy, then she stops responding, doubles down on posting him because it gets her views, and now she's under fire for her new series where she lies about her fake relationship with her billionaire boyfriend, making mockery out of women who have come forward about real relationships. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, and she would release a full series, which I've covered in the past. And if you want to see it, go to Jamie Stone's TikTok. Please remain respectful, obviously, in the comment sections. I feel like that should go without saying. The series is going into more detail about what this is basically saying. This summarizes basically the series she made. But if you want more details, you can watch videos on it, or you could once again go to Jamie's TikTok. But Haley didn't really seem to make a public response to this. There could have been something behind the scenes. I don't think so, though, because Jamie has not really updated us much. So I'm guessing Haley has not said much behind the scenes, and especially because she stopped responding a long time ago, according to Jamie. But Jamie is clearly implying that she just kind of ignored her and used this guy for views. Well, didn't use him. That's a terrible way to put it, because he's definitely not the victim.
I mean, that's what she said, used him. So, I mean,
ghosted him. So he could
trying to
be
go and
someone
see if
who's
there's
like really
any...
I love it so much, but like it's the Met Gala, like go big or go home. I would come in the craziest stuff ever invented, ever, even if everyone hates it. I don't care. It's Met Gala.
And since this, Haley has just kind of resumed posting like normal, and especially with like the lawsuit and stuff, she hasn't made much comments other than that one comment to that one particular article. But aside from that, obviously, she hasn't really spoken much. She has spoken much on the Met Gala controversy because she'll joke about it from time to time. Like, I remember Olivia Rodrigo made a TikTok where she used the Let Them Eat Cake audio to advertise her new single, and Haley commented, "Oh no, don't use that," kind of joking how she kind of got semi-canceled. And there was that whole campaign to cancel her because of the fact that she used that audio and seemed to be mocking people.
That let them eat cake thing, I don't even know if that's a big deal. I mean, I didn't really... How am I saying that when I haven't seen it? You see how easy it is to make an opinion or form an opinion off of something you don't even know? I'm over here like, you don't seem like... It just don't seem like something that would affect me or bother me.
Who are lower class. And she's also made recent TikToks where she jokes about like how she remembers it, and some people are still kind of annoyed. They're like, yeah, the Met Gala, going there is out of touch in itself, like it's controversial in itself, but opinions are still mixed. But some...
So if your mom gets invitation to go to the Met Gala, you'll be like, "Mom, don't go, what the hell?" No, you're gonna say go, and it's okay. You know, W Video Coco, I feel like the information here, where it was a lot of just all of it updating, all coming up, and I just feel like she is very out of touch. Clearly she's out of touch. She's very I don't want to call her stupid, but she's stupid. Y'all know what I mean. She doesn't do much of the thinking before doing or talking or speaking. She doesn't think before a lot of it. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate y'all for watching and tapping in with me. Love you to death. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm gone.